Also, severe flooding struck parts of Niger State, destroying farmlands in Kafin Koro, Lapai Local Government Area and submerging at least 18 communities in the Lapai Local Government Area. In response, the state government has warned residents in flood-prone zones to relocate to higher ground without delay. The special advisor to the governor on communication, media and strategy, Vatsa, emphasized the importance of early action, referencing the recent tragedy in Mokwa as a wake-up call for vulnerable communities. Dr. Fyneface Dumname is an environmentalist, and he joins me now to discuss this perennial situation we have in Nigeria with flooding. Thank you very much, Doc, for being here. Warnings have been given, but we still see streets are being submerged, water rising up to their waist. How much of an impact do you think this warning has had in mitigating the effects of the rains that is still coming?
For having me on the program. I think warning didn't really have any significant impact on the people because the warning only came from governments to the people who have very limited ways of responding to the impacts of the flooding on them. The government is not taking the areas of natural disaster, climatic situations that lead to flooding like this very seriously in Nigeria. Each time that the Nigerian Meteorological Agency predicts the possibility of flooding and flash floods across the country, government gives it very little attention. It is only the media that gives even more attention to the issue of flash floods across the country compared to what the government is supposed to do, that is in possession of the resources of the people. As a result of that, the impact of these flash floods on the people is very massive. Many people are unable to leave their houses to work in areas where you have these flash floods. Many businesses are unable to open. The roads are unpassable. And the effects of this flood that also leads oftentimes to the collapse of buildings and, of course, falling of trees also impacts on the people. Many CEOs will not understand, many bosses will not understand that people are unable to even leave their houses. But I think that the government needs to do more in the area of being able to sensitize the people, address issues leading to these flash floods. A lot of cities across Nigeria were not developed from scratch. In Port Harcourt, we experienced this massively for the past 35 hours, where we have had massive rainfall up till now. A lot of people could not leave their houses. And as a result of this, businesses are suffering. So I think government needs to do more because the city of Port Harcourt, like some other cities in Nigeria, we are not planned from the scratch. Urbanization is leading to some of the blockage of drainages, like buildings and poor sanitation. In Rivers State, where we have emergency rules since March, very little attention is being given to the issue of preparing the people for this emergency and natural disaster.
Okay. What specific action? Obviously, the situation seems to be reoccurring, and little action that has actual impact is yet to be seen. As an environmentalist, what specific action? Let's stick with Lagos for a bit and ask, what specific actions do you think that, beyond the warnings, that the government can take to help mitigate the challenges that come with this season for citizens?
This is a model in Nigeria, and as a model state that others look up to for leadership, I think Lagos should do more to sensitize the people. Lagos State should do more to look at what is making the flash floods not to drain as quickly as possible whenever it rains, and then open up drainages. The issue of sanitation should also be taken very seriously by the Lagos State government. They should also sensitize the people. And if there are people that they need to relocate, by building new houses for them to live areas that are water channels, that will help the water to flow properly to the various lagoons and water bodies within the Lagos State so that it doesn't impact on the people, they should try to do that. I believe that if there is a master plan on ways of mitigating flash floods in Lagos, like and some other states of the Federation, I think it's going to go a long way to address this issue.
I was looking for specifics more in terms of actions. Maybe they're not seeing the road ahead, but from your vantage point, what can we do? The rains are here, like it or not. We're going to hear some unfortunate scenarios in the coming day, if the rain doesn't abate?
Definitely. What the government needs to be to sensitize the people, and the government should deploy emergency sanitation to some of those areas, whereby they have to open the drainages and ensure that the water is flowing. And then the town planners should also go to the streets and be able to identify what is causing the flooding in those areas, and then put in place measures. People within the area should also and can also be relocated so that the flooding doesn't have very major impact on lives and property. These are some of the things that I think they can do almost immediately to ensuring that this issue is mitigated and the impact on lives and properties are also reduced.
Okay. What don't we know what that is the missing link when it comes to flood management and prevention? For a lot of persons, and I have made that call even to the government, what more can they do? But beyond the call to the government, what are we missing in this connection that could be helpful in mitigating the impact of these floods?
What we are missing is that a lot of us believe that it is only the government that can take steps to address the issue of flooding in Nigeria. I think it is a multi-stakeholder process, whereby you have the efforts of the government, you have the efforts of the people living within the areas that is mostly affected by flash floods whenever it comes on board. You also need to have the multinational oil companies operating within the area to come on board and also support these processes. Philanthropists and foreign organizations that also use some of these facilities can also come in and help in the process of being able to support the efforts of government and the people, and even what the media is doing to sensitize the people, like what we are doing now, to ensuring that this issue is addressed. We cannot continue to have flash floods every year and nothing is being done. Then it's like we are not responsive to the challenges that we have. If we have this flash flood this year, by next year we should find solutions to it. And if we see it elsewhere next year, by after year we should find solutions to it. But a situation whereby it is as if we put our arms and watch and expect natural phenomenon like rainfall not to occur as a result of climate change to cause some of this flooding, then we are not helping ourselves as a people. We must be proactive in the process of ensuring that we take steps that will address the issue of flash floods in the country. We cannot continue to recite our problems in the area of sanitation or area of not being able to mitigate the impact of flash floods in Nigeria.
I want to be specific about the Agungi area. New Central, not just Agungi, actually, will cover other areas, but we have consistently covered the impact of rains, heavy rains in Agungi. What do you think is missing in that axis? Is it poor planning? Is it blockage of drainage? What exactly is the issue with that terrain?
I think what is happening there is that there is poor planning, blockage of drainage is there, government's lack of political will to address the issue is there, the poor management of the situation in the area by the urban planning ministry is also leading to the issue that we have in that area. I also think that residents within the area are not also doing enough, because whenever it rains like this and they suffer this kind of flooding, a lot of them should come out in the flood and even protest in that flood. And then they are filmed and video and sent to the government. By the time some of these steps are taken, I believe that government will wake up to its responsibility of ensuring that lives and properties are protected. Also from the angle of ensuring that flooding does not impact the people negatively and grumble businesses. So I think government is not doing enough. The people within the area should also take their destiny into their hands by taking some steps, calling attention to the situation they are passing through.
Dr. Fyneface Dumname, thank you very much for speaking with us. We're hopeful that we don't just talk, that the government listens. Thank you again for your time.